YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have some more pickups for the PlayStation 3. Since my last video about my PlayStation 3 collection, I've picked up a few more additions. So without further ado, here are some of the pickups that I have picked up in the last few months. So to start off with, the first game that I did pick up is Mini Ninjas. Never picked this game up, but to be honest, the reason I've picked this up is because I played and completed Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4, and I know this has nothing to do with the same style, but you know, it had that same kind of settings in the forest and stuff like that, but it looks like a quirky little game. I've heard nothing but good things about it as far as a hidden gem, so yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. So that's Mini Ninjas. Next game on the list is Terminator Salvation. I'm a big fan of the Terminator movies, so I wanted to pick this one up. I have picked up the one on the PS4. I forgot what the name of it is, but yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. Terminator Salvation. It is complete with the manual and the disc. I think it is, I'm not sure whether it's a third-person shooter or a first-person shooter. I can't really remember. Well, Terminator Salvation. Yeah, as you can see from the spine, it is one of the earlier titles, or one of the earlier releases for the PlayStation 3 when it had the black spine. You can see Mini Ninjas as well on the red PS3 sign. Yeah, this one came a little bit damaged, but I can get a replacement case for that. Okay, next on the list is a game that I've actually been looking forward to on the PS3, and that is Test Drive Unlimited, or Test Drive 2 Unlimited. I think it's one of those sort of open world sort of racing games where you just cruise along, living the rich life. So yeah, looking forward for this. That's Test Drive 2 Unlimited, as you can see by the spine. That's the newer release, and that's the older release. It's a bit strange how they switched it up not mid-generation, actually really changed the spine sort of quite early into it. So yeah, anyway, that's Test Drive 2. Anyway, I bought a PS3 and this actually came with the actual console, and that was yeah, like a promotion code. I did unbox it, that is the code, but it doesn't actually work. As you can see from in here, let me just open it up. I was thinking, yeah, I was going to get all these download codes and stuff like that, but look, it expires in 2009, so I'm a little bit late. But yeah, I thought it was a neat thing to have, keep that in the collection, because obviously that's how they sort of did their own little promotions and stuff like that. I'm saying I needed a new case for Mini Ninjas, I'll just use this one. But yeah, not really a game. It would have had the games, but the games that it was going to come with was Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty, Super Stardust HD, and The Last Guy. Alright, next on my list, and I might as well get them both together because they're sort of two, and that is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. I do like the Harry Potter movies. I'm not saying I grew up with them, because I'm sort of older than the younger generation, but I've heard that these reviewed really well, so I'm looking to play these. Some people say that these are sort of like Call of Duties but with wands, so we'll wait and see about that. But that's Harry Potter 1 and 2. Next game on my list, I was actually after for a while. Again, it is we'll have a look into it now. Afro Samurai. again, because obviously I played what Mini Ninjas. Oh, what was the game called? Sorry, Ghost of Tsushima. Literally went blank just then. Yeah, I've gone into sort of all these sort of ninja games. I'm not too sure whether this is any good or not, but I've heard this is sort of another sort of hidden gem, and it's got music by RZA. If you're familiar with Wu-Tang and all of that, the hip hop scene, so I'm looking forward to actually listening to see what the music is as well with this. But that is Afro Samurai. Next game on my list. I don't have any of this type of genre in my collection, but when I was growing up, I really loved this era of wrestling. I actually absolutely loved wrestling back in the day, like in the 90s. You know, I really loved, my favorite wrestler at the time was Ultimate Warrior. I grew up on this guy, and Hulk Hogan got me super pumped when I used to watch wrestling growing up back then. To be honest, once all these wrestlers left, I never watched wrestling at all. I think the last wrestler that I really sort of enjoyed was Goldberg. He was a serious mofo. Like, he really destroyed everyone in his way. None of that sort of corny acting or whatnot. He was serious. To be honest, I did also like in WCW when they had the NWO Black and White and NWO Black and Red. That was a nice little rivalry. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this. I heard this is really sort of over the top, wacky wrestling game. I just can't wait to actually listen to the intro music of Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. We've got Macho Man Randy Savage there. So yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, we're nearly at the end of the pile here. Next on my list is Silent Hill Downpour. You know, horror games, you know how they are, sort of like the in-demand games at the moment. As you can see, I've never played this game. There is also Homecoming that I'm looking to maybe buy, but until then I'll make do with this, because yeah, horror games, even if they're used or brand new, they sell for ridiculous amounts of money, and it's just like, it's really unnecessary to sell it for that much. I saw the game just now, was it Deadly Premonition for the PS3 on eBay as of now. So when I released this recording, it was going for £219. I'm like, wow. I can not even understand, but if you're a collector, fair enough. But I collect games, but I also play the games. But anyway, Silent Hill Downpour. I've heard so. I heard that this one maybe was a bit weaker, sort of in the series of Silent Hill. But you know, I might enjoy it. Some people might not like it as much, but I might enjoy this game. So that is Silent Hill Downpour. So next on the list, let me get got a couple of move games. Carnival Island and Start the Party Save the World. This is the second entry of Start the Party and Carnival Island. I've heard that these are cool games to play with the Move controller. Like I said, I actually really like the Move controller, especially what game I played with. It is House of the Dead Overkill. If you ever get a chance, if you do have PlayStation and a Move controller, I recommend House of the Dead Overkill. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing these quick little games. Might be fun with friends and family, or even solo. So these are the two Move games that I bought. Alright, so I also picked up these two. I've got a compilation game. I've spoken about this before. Tom Clancy Splinter Cell Trilogy, but I don't know whether I said the story anyway. I bought this a few times from Amazon, and the version they kept on sending me was a Chinese version. So the front would look like this, but then at the back everything would be in Chinese. So I ended up ordering it like 3-4 times from Amazon, and they kept on sending me a Chinese version. I kept on asking them, can you please just send me a UK PAL English version? They said they were going to do it, never did. Anyway, I gave up, and then I managed to find a copy on eBay for roughly the same price, to be honest, and it is the English PAL version. That is the Splinter Cell Trilogy PS2 Classics. And the final game that I recently picked up was Shadow of Mordor. I do have this on the PS4. I'm not too sure why I actually double dipped. I don't know whether it was just because it was selling for cheap. It was like under a tenner. I know that for sure. I know these are sort of one of the last sort of kind of games that came up for the PS3. I've heard that it actually plays not that great. Like the performance anyway doesn't play that great. But I picked it up anyway. I have got it on the PS4, so I might not even play it on the PS3. I might just leave it in the collection, but who knows. But yeah, guys, that is my pickups video. Well, my pickup editions, my extra editions. So let me just put these all back here so you can have a look at all the games that I picked up. Harry Potter games. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, take care.